Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome back. My name is Jax, and today we are talking about getting better every single day, what that means, how you can do it, how you can embrace that ideology or that mentality, and basically how it can change your life. So, I think there are really two categories of people who exist in general, and I know that a lot of people always do this and say, oh, there's two kinds of people, there's three kinds of people, there's 8 kinds of people, but you can do this in an infinite number of ways, and so here we go. So the two kinds of people that I seem to encounter quite often are the people who are essentially just trying to keep their head above water. These are people who are focused on the short-term things. Maybe they don't have the ability to look at things in a long-term way. They are the people that are sort of stuck in their ways, stuck in their habits. They don't tend to change a whole lot. You can know these people for years and years and years, and they always just seem the exact same. Of course, they age and they, grow older and things like that, but they're still the same fundamental person. That being said, there is another group of people that are, I don't know, I think they often get criticized for being like super type A, super bouncing off the walls, a little too energetic or enthusiastic. But these people tend to be trying to improve their lot in life. And I think I find myself in this second category most of the time, I hope anyway. But essentially, these are the people that are trying to improve. They're trying to streamline. They're learning new things. They are curious. They are interested in different subjects. They're the ones that go to a restaurant and try something new every time. Because why would you have something that you've already had? Even if it was good, might as well try something else and figure out what else is really cool. These people like to travel. These people like to read new books, try new things all the time, doing adventures. They aren't your standard do the same thing every weekend. They kind of like to mix it up a little bit. And at the fundamental root of these two groups, the difference is that one group is almost aspiring to get better. They realize and they have this idea that life is short, and so you have to focus on what matters and try and improve and learn new things and experience as much as you can in the short lifespan that we humans have. And I think you really do get to choose which one of these groups of people that you want to be. I think there's so much pressure to be one specific thing and to not change and to never come to a new conclusion, to never test your hypotheses, to never question your beliefs. And that's a real shame, because I think people have the ability to change infinitely and all the time. And so you really do get to decide whether you want to be the kind of person that truly enjoys trying the new things, and it doesn't you don't have to be so extreme. I think that's another thing that social media and the internet and just talking to other humans, you tend to get this idea that, I have to fully commit, if I'm going to go horseback riding, I need to get a horse, I need to get involved with this, I need the boots and the hat and blah, 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 blah. You don't have to do that. I think there's this real pressure to, express an identity 100%. And I have never done that in my life. I live on a farm. I love the country. I love nature. But I don't pigeonhole myself into one category or the other. I like to travel. I like fine dining. I like crazy food. I like going out and clubbing with some friends. I like reading classical literature and learning about ancient history. I don't put myself in a category that puts me in stagnation or puts me in an inability to grow. I'm constantly questioning and going, why do I do it that way? Maybe if I did it this way, it would be better. For a long time, I only went to the gym in the afternoon and the evening. That was the only way I could work out. It was like, no, I'm finished my day. I'm going to work out. Now I'm in a current kick where I have to go in the mornings. I really enjoy it. It's a great start to my day. It wakes me up. The pre-workout is a great caffeine hit, and I love it. And I was thinking the other day, maybe I should try going after lunch and seeing what that's like. Turns out it's great. It's awesome. There's new people. It's a new kind of energy. I've had my lunch, so it's just a totally different vibe. So I'm trying really hard to question why I do things and ask myself, why do I do it this way? And is there a way that I could do it differently that would still work out really well? How exactly can I shift my thinking or my beliefs and really just enjoy what I'm doing? So the moral of this story and the advice that I could give you in this situation is that don't pigeonhole yourself. Don't put yourself in a place where you're just going to stagnate, because what happens after stagnation is rot, and you just rot away. And I have met so many individuals in my life who might have been really creative people at one point in their lives, might have been really interesting and curious and innovative people. But you can just tell within a 5-minute conversation with them that they are no longer like that. They have found their comfort zones, their comfort TV shows, their favorite drink, and they're not interested in any kind of adaptation, changing the game up, switching it up. They're not interested in new experiences or meeting new people. They're just very insular, and they're like in their own little contained world. And while it might be comfortable to exist in that, I don't think it's healthy. I think those people are always so surprised when they're sort of forced to try something new, and they're like, oh my gosh, I love this. I can't get over how much I love this. This is crazy. And it's like, well, of course you did. There's a whole world out there of things you haven't experienced. Of course you're going to encounter things that go, oh my gosh, why didn't I know about this before? You know, how many times have you heard of someone who picks up a hobby or a skill or something that they love later in life? There are so many people who meet the love of their life at like 55 or 70 or 80. And you just wonder, if they had been curious from the get-go, if they had been open to new experiences, what would have happened, you know? Obviously, you cannot live in regret or, wondering what if, but the secret to being able to completely avoid that regret is to just live your life in this curious and 1% better every day mentality. And I know that there's a lot of toxicity around that whole idea. It's very Andrew Tate, 1% better every day makes you a warrior or whatever. I don't care about that. What I'm talking about is just focusing on the things in your life that you want to improve on, to not shy away from new experiences and new interests and food and culture and language and history and media. And to not pigeonhole yourself into some category and tell yourself, well, I'm somebody who just doesn't go to the gym, so that's fine. Why say that? Why create this block that basically says, oh, I don't do that. No, that's not me. That's not who I am. What? Excuse me? You get to be whoever you want to be. You are literally only contained by your imagination and your brain. If you tell yourself that you can't do something, you won't be able to do it. And so I'm highly advocating for just analyzing the things in your life and going, how could I improve this? How could I do this differently? How could I, experience something new? And like I said, it doesn't have to be groundbreaking. You don't have to completely, move to Tibet or something and become a monk. You can just analyze what you're doing and say, why do I do it this way? Maybe I could do it something different. Or the next time you go to a restaurant or a fast food place, order something that you have never ordered before, that you would never order. Just try it, see what you think. And if it works out, try something else. Watch a movie that you never thought you'd like. Maybe you tell yourself, oh, I hate broccoli, or I really don't like horror movies. Try it. Try it again. When is the last time that you actually jumped into one? And, make sure that you're doing it properly and you're finding something that's good. There's a lot of bad broccoli and bad horror movies out there, so make sure you're finding something that's good quality. So there you go. That is my 2 cents on trying to improve and get better every single day. I think it really just relies on curiosity and this desire to get better. But never let yourself just exist. We all get to exist, but if you're mindful about it and you think about it and you're conscious and thoughtful, that's pretty cool. That's pretty magical. So there you go. My 2 cents. Better every day. Give it a try. And let me know what you think. And let me know if something amazing happens. Because I know it will. Thank you for watching. And as always, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow.